Hello, good morning. Oh, good to see you. Thank you so much.
Okay. Atrás, ¿ok? Sige po.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Yan, para may white tayo.
5 seconds while seated.
Thank you. Okay.
All right.
Thank you, ma'am.
Today's joint press conference by the Honorable Enrique Manalo, Secretary for Foreign Affairs of the Republic of the Philippines, and Her Excellency Tanja Fajon, Vice Prime Minister and Minister of Foreign and European Affairs of the Republic of Slovenia. We will first hear from Secretary Manalo, after which we will request Minister Fajon to deliver her remarks. Secretary Manalo, you have the floor.
Thank you. Her Excellency Tanja Fajon, delegates from the Ministry of Foreign and European Affairs of the Republic of Slovenia, my colleagues in the Department of Foreign Affairs, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I am pleased to welcome Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Foreign and European Affairs, Tanja Fajon, to Manila. Her visit, the first ever of a Foreign Minister of Slovenia, is a milestone in our 31 years of formal diplomatic relations. Foreign Minister Fajon will also formally open the Embassy of the Republic of Slovenia in Manila, currently the only mission of Slovenia in our Southeast Asia region, later this afternoon. Our meeting today was built on the momentum from the success of the inaugural Philippine-Slovenia political consultations held on February 5 this year in Ljubljana. Today, we discussed ways to strengthen cooperation in key sectors, especially trade and investment, and to build on the results of the political consultations. Foreign Minister Fajon is joined by a Slovenian business delegation engaged in areas such as mobility, manufacturing, food and beverage, ICT, science and technology, and hospitality. The business delegation will meet with their counterparts from the Philippine Chamber of Commerce and Industry, or PCCI, during the Slovenia-Philippine Business Forum tomorrow, with the aim of encouraging and promoting collaboration between our chambers of commerce and industry and between Philippine and Slovenian businesses. In addition, we will continue our cooperative activities in other sectoral areas such as space, S&T applications, nuclear energy, maritime education, training, sports, and labor. Following our meeting, the Philippines and Slovenia will sign a Memorandum of Understanding on Labor Cooperation during the Employment Forum organized by the Department of Migrant Workers. This MOU represents our shared advocacy for safe, orderly, and regular migration. Foreign Minister Fajon and I also discussed regional and international developments, namely the developments in the Indo-Pacific, ASEAN, and the South China Sea, West Philippine Sea, as well as Ukraine, the Middle East. Also discussed were important issues such as climate change and climate financing. The issue of women, peace, and security was also discussed. In fact, after successfully hosting the International Conference on Women, Peace, and Security in Pasay in October 2024, Slovenia will co-sponsor the Philippine side event entitled Turning Pledges into Progress, Operationalizing the Pasay Declaration on Women, Peace, and Security next week at the sidelines of the 69th session of the Commission on Status of Women at the UN headquarters in New York. Minister Fajon and I also tackled the issue of the South China Sea, West Philippine Sea, emphasizing the importance of a free, open, and inclusive Indo-Pacific region. I thank the Foreign Minister for expressing solidarity with the Philippines when it comes to the security and the observance of international law in the South China Sea, with the Minister pointing out Slovenia's commitment to international law, particularly UNCLOS. The Philippines is fully committed to defending its sovereignty, sovereign rights, and jurisdiction in the South China Sea, but at the same time engaging China in dialogue and diplomacy in addressing our differences. The positive trajectory of Philippine-Slovenia bilateral relations is largely a result of our shared values and alignment of views on regional and global issues, and also our mutual commitment to a rules-based international order governed by international law. I heartily look forward to strengthening our partnership with Slovenia. Again, our warmest welcome to the Foreign Minister and her delegation. Thank you.
Thank you, Secretary Manalo.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon. First of all, let me sincerely thank Secretary Manalo for the warm welcome I received on this historic visit, the first ever by a Slovenian Foreign Minister to the Philippines. The visit has been long overdue, which makes it all the more significant as we are celebrating a major milestone, the opening of our embassy in the Philippines, the only Slovenian embassy in the ASEAN region. The opening of the embassy demonstrates our strong desire and interest to work closely with the Philippines and this dynamic region of very global importance. The political consultations that we had last month in Ljubljana, the first of their kind, identified a number of areas where our two countries could cooperate in the future. We have much to learn from the Philippines as an important maritime nation. We face similar challenges when it comes to energy security. There is potential for cooperation in space technologies and in sports. We look forward to men's volleyball World Championship later this year, and we could also work together more on climate change. As Secretary Manalo knows, I'm accompanied, and he mentioned, by a large number of Slovenian companies and institutions, so business employment delegation of almost 40 companies and institutions representing various sectors, including highway maintenance, food industry, manufacturing activities, information and communication technologies, and even the space sector, as well as representatives of the Slovenian Chamber of Commerce and Industry and Spirit Slovenia, our export and investment promotion agency. And this high number shows the great interest of Slovenian business and institutions in cooperating with the Philippines. And in addition, the Slovenian and the Philippine Chambers of Commerce and Industry will re-sign the Memorandum of Understanding. The delegation also includes representatives from the transport sector, as Slovenia is a maritime gateway to Central Europe. I'm glad that today we are signing a Memorandum of Understanding on labor cooperation. Filipinos are held in high regard around the world for their dedication, strong work ethic, and loyalty, and we look forward to welcoming more workers from the Philippines to Slovenia. In this regard, two events will take place during my visit. First, employment event entitled Living and Working in Slovenia, which is a great opportunity to provide job seekers with reliable information about what it's like to work and live in Slovenia, while ensuring that they understand their rights and get the legal protection they need. And it's about fair pay, safe working conditions, social securities, and real opportunities for personal and professional development. At the same time, this event aims to establish a government-to-government approach to the recruitment of Filipino workers in Slovenia to ensure a smooth and well-supported employment process for all concerned. And the second, the Slovenian-Philippine Business Forum will provide opportunities to strengthen business cooperation and B2B meetings. Our meeting today with Secretary Manalo also confirmed that we see eye to eye on a number of issues on the current international affairs and multilateral agenda, such as climate change, UN reform, gender equality, and others. And both countries are strongly engaged in the activities related to the Women, Peace, Security nexus. Slovenia firmly supports the negotiations aimed at reaching an ambitious and comprehensive free trade agreement between the EU and the Philippines, and we are both advocates of close cooperation between the EU and ASEAN, which we highly value. We believe that this cooperation is even more important in the current international situation. The geopolitical position of ASEAN and the Philippines also brings with it some challenges. And in this regard, I would like to express, as the Secretary mentioned, our full solidarity with Philippines over the continuing incidents in the Philippine Exclusive Economic Zone. Dangerous maneuvers in this maritime area, which we have witnessed in recent years, are disturbing and run contrary to UNCLOS. For Slovenia, respect of international law, including UNCLOS, as well for the International Arbiter Awards, is of paramount importance. And we speak from our own experience. We call upon all states to conduct their maritime activities in accordance with UNCLOS and to settle their maritime disputes peacefully and free from coercion. And maintaining a free, secure, peaceful and stable South China Sea should be a priority for all. In addition to discussing the South China Sea, West Philippine Sea and the West Philippine Sea, Secretary Manalo and I also discussed the recent geopolitical challenges and their impact on our region. We also touched upon the ongoing war in Ukraine and the dire situation in Myanmar. As a current member of the UN Security Council, Slovenia is keen to support ASEAN's efforts to address the crisis in the country. We've discussed the Middle East situation, so the conflicts that we are facing around the globe. And we are delighted to have a like-minded partner in the Philippines, and that has been confirmed again very strongly today. This visit marks the beginning of a new and very promising relationship between our two countries and our peoples. And I'm also pleased to announce today that our ministry will soon initiate internal procedures for the accession of Slovenia to the ASEAN Treaty on Amity and Cooperation. I will have a number of meetings and events today and tomorrow, and it will be a special honor to me to be received by President Marcos tomorrow, as well as several meetings with other senior officials, business people and students. So thank you very much for great hospitality.
Thank you, Minister Fajon.